You want anything bad enough? Don't make excuses. You gotta lose your time and your sleep for it. You find a way.
Boxing King Media in association with Boxro. Dave, what a crazy night of boxing. We're going to start off with Hopi Price because it was quite similar to the main event. Just talk me through what were you thinking as the fight was progressing with Conor Coldwell tonight?
I just want him to be patient and not press the panic button because he was facing problems. I wanted, I like tests and I want tests for him because he's got so much ability, so much talent. It just needs the experience of problems along the way before he gets into the big fights and then they get presented to him. It's like Lee Wood tonight. You're in there. Things aren't going your own way, but you've experienced it before. You can stay calm and stay present in the moment, knowing that if you just keep doing what you're doing, you'll get it in the end. That's what I hope he did. Without having that experience, learning on the job, understanding, and just remaining calm, staying with it, and then responding when I had to say, listen now, you need to take it up a notch. And I can't tell you what I told him, but
Tell us.
basically, I used to give bollockings out to Bellew at certain points. The master neck fight, I brought that up to Hope. Certain things that we do in the gym, I brought up to Hope. And just to let him know on certain terms that now it's not just about boxing him and just picking and choosing your way through the fight, navigating yourself. Now it's time to crank it up and take him out, bully him, be a bit more nasty in there, a bit more spiteful in there. And he did. He responded in the championship rounds. He responded exactly how I wanted him to be. It wasn't where always we have a conversation in the ring. It wasn't a conversation. It was where I had to get a little bit dark with him, and he responded in the way that I wanted. He responded very similar. It reminds me so much of when Bellew boxed Masterneck, and Bellew was allowing Masterneck to get, after being in control, then it started being a hard fight, and then he allowed Masterneck to start taking control in the fight and getting more rounds, and then all of a sudden it's like, listen, last couple rounds, you need to fucking go out there and smash this kid. And he reacted. He did the exact same way, the exact same thing, and that's why I referred that to him about Bellew against Masterneck. And this is the thing, it's experience, and it's how fighters.
On that note, would it be fair to say, because not many people would have been exposed to Conor Coldwell tonight, clearly that guy could really fight. Do you reckon it's a win that a few years down the line, because Conor's going to come back, no doubt, and probably do some good things, he'll get some real credit for that win down the line?
Listen,
It was a really good battle of skill, wasn't it?
Yeah, but you've got to understand, I asked for a southpaw opponent, an unbeaten southpaw opponent, because I wanted somebody to give him problems that he's not faced. He's not fought. Conor said it. The last loss he had was against a southpaw when he was 16 years old in the amateurs. He's never fought a southpaw. So I knew he was going to give him problems, defensively, aggressively. It was going to give him problems that he's not faced yet as a pro. You can't go into a championship fight, British champion southpaw. You can't go into a fight against a champion southpaw without having faced a southpaw that's going to come to give you problems. And that's what I wanted, and I said before, and I said in before the fight, I expect and I want problems and puzzles to be put in front of him in this fight. I need it. You can't just go through cruise control, pissing the fight, and then going in against a good champion like Nathaniel Collins. He needs to have picked up that experience. And I'm going to refer again to somebody like Lee Wood. He's had problems in fights before. He's got points to refer to when you're going through those moments, so you don't press that panic button and throw the wrong shots at the wrong time, trying to force it and then walk onto even bigger shots. You see it with you see it with people like Lomachenko, people smart, Bivol get caught with the odd shot against Canelo, but stuck to it. I was like, okay. That's what intelligent fighters do. But when you're inexperienced, you're only 23 years old, and it's what your 12th fight.
Is he ready for the British title next, based on that, what you saw tonight?
Yeah, because the experience, he soaks experience up. He soaks it up. But I always say you can't buy it, you can't borrow it, you can't nick it, and you can't pretend to have it. You have to go through things to have that as experience. He's gone through things tonight where he understands and he knows he can adapt. That's a big thing. You have to be able to adapt in game management. You have to be able to adapt as fights are unfolding. Otherwise, you get fucked. Because otherwise, everything's going cool. Things change, or you've been preparing for one thing, things change, and you don't know how to solve it. And then the rounds drift away from you. Can you turn it back around? Can you adapt to it? He ticked so many boxes tonight. I'm absolutely over the moon. I'm so proud of him because of all the stuff that he has to go through and he's had to go through for this fight. And for him to be able to hold it together. When there's the pressure of Eddie, and everyone's, oh, you need to be more excited, you need to be this, you need to be that. A young kid could try a little bit too hard, and he did try a little bit too hard. But
most importantly, he got the win, and you guys have got a British title coming up
people are
next.
excited.
Exactly. That's the most important thing. I'm really happy for him. I've got to ask you, the main event, it wasn't as similar as to you, the ending probably was, but just tell me, how were you scoring it up until that moment, and what was going through your mind?
I thought Josh Warrington was winning it. I thought he was winning it, winning it well. Listen, bumps in the head. I've said before the fight, if Lee can control the distance, Lee's fight. If Warrington can get on his chest and make it ugly and horrible, bumping the head, lifting his head up, and then it makes it a hard fight for Lee. And that's what Josh did. He made it a hard fight. I understood the switch in southpaw. He switched at the angles, so he's comfortable being southpaw. I felt Warrington at first was struggling with Lee as a southpaw, but defensively, I didn't think Lee was doing it as well as southpaw. And then Warrington got that confidence, got that rhythm a little bit, raiding, and I thought it was nicking rounds. He was winning rounds. He was catching with the big shots, head knocking back and things like that. But again, Lee's been through these moments. He was getting outboxed by Conlon, wide, but he understands. Stick with it. Remain calm. That is experience. And that's how you put experience into practice, and you can turn it around, and that's what he did.
The two big talking points are, first of all, that point. I think the point was taken off in that final round as well. What did you think of that? Because a lot of people ringside saying he's not being warned.
I don't know. Listen, it swings and roundabouts. Warrington's got away with a lot of headbutts and a lot of things like that in his career. So, never been pulled up tonight. He got pulled up for it. Yeah, it's one of those things.
And the final moment, it reminds me of a famous fight years ago. I think Julio Cesar Chavez. I can't remember. Same sort of ending. I think the round finished, and the referee waved it off. You tell me, as a trainer, what's going through your mind?
So after he's waved it off, I don't know if anyone saw it, or well, people will have seen it, but I don't know if the cameras picked it up. Warrington staggers along the ropes like that. So in real time, you're like, good stoppage. But then you have to think, the bell's gone. So then he's got a minute. So, and it's a call there. He's got to look at him and think, oh, he's in a bad way. But what he perhaps could have done, but again, it's in that moment. We can always say afterwards, oh, he should have done this. But in that moment, he's got a minute. So at least let him sit down, let him have a minute, and then he gets up, and then you look at him, and you say, Josh, walk to me, let me have a look, call a time out, Josh, walk to me, you can do that, make sure you're safe. And you think, no, he's not recovered, wave the fight off. You can do that, but it's all right saying that, because I didn't think that straight away. I literally thought that, at first I thought, he was fucked, he's gone, good stoppage. But then after, I clocked it, I was like, oh, Bell had gone. I didn't realise, because drama and everything like that, knockdown, drama, crowd going nuts, I didn't realise Bell had gone. So, I know he's a referee, but he's caught up in that as well. So, maybe he didn't think about that. If he did think about that and made that call or that, then I think he's wrong. But maybe he didn't think about that. And again, I thought about it after the event. So maybe I'd have probably stopped it straight away as well. And then thought, fuck, he had a minute. I should have let him sit down there and see how he is for a minute. But
what next for both guys?
Well, I thought Warrington, he looked good. It didn't look like a fighter that's fucked and shot and, he needs to pack up. Did he have a bad knockout? Yes. Did he have a bad knockout against Lara? Yes. But the last 6 rounds or whatever against Lopez, he was good. He looked very good. And tonight, it looked very good until the ending. So it's very hard for him to if he's got that desire still, then how can we say, oh, you need to pack up? Because on that performance, there'd be a lot of fighters out there. I don't know his situation with the weight. If he can make featherweight carry on, fair enough. Lee was going to move up. Guaranteed he's moving up. Guaranteed. Probably Cordina. City ground, super featherweight. Probably. Something like that. So, Warrington's going to get another shot at world title. No doubt.
No doubt. Dave, congratulations on Hope's win, and I look forward to seeing you at the next one.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
You want anything bad enough? Don't make excuses. You gotta lose your time and your sleep for it. You find a